Good morning, and thank you for starting your morning with us here on Hello Wisconsin. I'm Phoebe Murray.
Phoebe is live this morning at Hickory Hills Golf Course, live from River Prairie Park.
Phoebe is live from the rink to break down what that sport entails.
What are you doing now, Phoebes?
Good morning, Phoebe.
Hi, Amy. Good morning.
It just keeps coming. We've seen it from street to street. We had a little bit of that freezing rain overnight, and we know that if it's on the sidewalks, then it is on the streets as well.
Polls open shortly at 7 a.m. and will remain open through 8 o'clock tonight. Now, in the last couple of minutes, we've had some poll workers making their way into the site, gearing up for a sure-to-be busy day ahead. Significant weather that's taken down many trees and power lines across the county. Now, we're here in between Durand and Arkansas, serving our country. Happy Veterans Day, and that is the message of today. We have 200 of these bad boys to give away this morning. In the state of Wisconsin, there are roughly 1,200 licensed cheesemakers. Yes, the lines are long, but people have been waiting outside since 5 a.m. So let's find out what they are waking up early for, where his career first took off, back when he was still known as Kenny the Jet.
It's the high demand coupled with just not enough manpower to keep that supply on the shelves.
And we're going to head on into this 10-acre corn maze. He mowed it himself. Tell me a little bit about this labor of love. Voted best haunted house in central Wisconsin. Lots of milkweed on the menu this morning, but if you're just joining us, this is a beloved monarch. Maybe some gourds, carving pumpkins, but ginormous pumpkins, they are in a league of their own. This is just the latest project the Rokamp family is adding to their long list of community accolades.
No end in sight, Phoebe.
Amy and Bob, yes, I spoke with 3 Ukrainian women living right here in Wisconsin who say they are emotionally exhausted trying to keep up with their loved ones who are stuck in Ukraine, asking people to put themselves in the shoes of Ukrainians who just 2 weeks ago were enjoying freedoms just as we are now.
This is my kids. This is only one. Michelle.
Svetlana Smetlanik calls America home, but her roots trace back to Ukraine.
This is what. This is very bad.
5,000 miles away, she wakes up every morning checking to see if her loved ones and family are still safe.
Why? Why? My country, this was my parents, my dad, my mom, my 2 brothers, my family. I don't know why he come in this my country.
Her 2 older brothers, now in the military, stationed north of Kyiv. Her daughter and 75-year-old parents near the eastern border.
That country right now for me. This is helping. People helping. Kids helping. My heart is broke.
Watching city after city in Ukraine under fire, a heartbreak shared by many.
Every few minutes there's a news, another news, and another news.
Valentina Povzikova came to the U.S. after winning the green card lottery at the age of 18.
It is as a little David is fighting Goliath.
She founded Chalice of Mercy out of Chippewa Falls shortly thereafter, a Catholic mission to Ukraine, providing humanitarian relief efforts.
I was born during a time when there was a Soviet Union and the faith was forbidden.
She says despite the fact that Ukraine has just recently been making headlines, this conflict between Russia and Ukraine dates back 8 years when protests sparked throughout the country, calling an invasion only a matter of time.
Because he could not even imagine that this country, Ukraine, would become so strong and prosperous and become a part of NATO, even no.
February 24th, that fear becoming reality.
And many of our cities are just wiped out. The greatest city, the most beautiful things, the churches, the schools, the squares where our children were playing.
Mother of 2, Olga Paulson, trying to be strong for her girls dressed in blue and yellow in solidarity of Ukraine. Feeling helpless, she says, as she watches her country in dire need.
Everybody in Ukraine right now, heroes. And we are so proud of them that they stand for their land and for their truth. There is no reason them to go anywhere because there is how you can take whole house with you.
As I'm talking to one soldier, he said to me, Valentina, I should be right now pruning my trees and planting onions. What am I doing with a gun? You know, what am I doing with a gun? I just want peace.
All 3 Ukraine natives say their great hope is that there is great defense coming to Ukraine.
90-year-old Jerry Kleppish of Gilman recently celebrated her birthday in a big way. No frills or extravagant party, just with good old-fashioned pen and paper. It's one she says she'll never forget.
This is from my daughter, Aline, and she wrote in here, "My words are simple, but true and straight from my heart. I want you to always remember."
To usher in the big 9-0 this year, Jerry Kleppish asked for one thing.
She said, "I want cards."
And cards were what she got. The original goal, devised by one of her longtime friends and daughter, was to have 90 people send 90 cards by her birthday.
I mean, who doesn't love to get a birthday card in the mail?
I didn't hear about it until I had about 25, 30 cards. She says, "You're going to get a lot more."
And she did. When word got out, the call was answered across the country.
Alaska, Idaho, Montana, Michigan, Illinois, Iowa, lots from Iowa and Colorado, Nebraska.
Within 1 week and in time for her birthday on February 24th, Jerry received far more than 90 cards.
And most of those people I don't know.
232 perfect strangers and counting, all helping to wish Jerry a happy birthday.
I bet you'd like to see this guy with just a pair of tiny boxers singing happy birthday. Precious, aren't they?
Then I had some people say, "Oh, can I still send her?" I'm sure she would love it. Keep going.
I will never forget it. And when I take them down, I'll read them all again and put them in a box and save them.
She deserves to be happy.
After all, it's her birthday, and she can cry if she wants to.
My prayer is that you always remember my love for you and that you can feel it when I'm not there.
Giving the world of show competition something to bark about. Hi, Phoebes.
Don't you guys love when I write your intros?
Every time.
So good.
Every time.
Yes, yeah.
So good. Yeah, so each year, hundreds of show dogs and their handlers across the country compete at what's known as the American Kennel Club Classic, or AKC Obedience Classic, down in Orlando. And in December, 4-year-old Casper and her owner, Karen Thompson, ran, not walked their way right to the top of the podium.
Is everybody ready?
For the better part of the week, you'll find trainer Karen Thompson splitting her time between the Twin Cities and Eau Claire, training prospective show pups and their owners.
Halt, break, plant, chin, get the chin up.
What she knows best. And her partner in crime, a 4-legged friend who waits for no introduction.
Casper is 4, going on 4 months.
The dog handler team have been training for years.
You'll always have the people who train the dogs. You have to do this, you have to do this, but then that comes through in the show ring too. He's doing it because he loves it.
Thompson says at every corner, Casper is met with
Good boy.
dog treats and plenty of praise.
They're my companions and friends first, my teammates second.
There are 3 levels in competition obedience.
Novice, open, and utility.
And each division is met with a series of new obstacles, but all are rooted in discipline and healing, an area where Casper has never bitten off more than he can chew.
Yes, good boy, super. So he just thinks this is a blast.
Now the dynamic duo are the newly crowned champions of the AKC Obedience Classic.
Let's go.
Down in Orlando, Florida, pawing away the competition and 82 of the nation's top dogs for the title. Accolades and awards aside.
What's really cool about teaching classes is watching the students start where I started and get better and better and better and better.
She thanks her students and furry friends above all.
Because if you watch them close enough, you can tell exactly what they're thinking, and then you can help them be right. It's like, no, they're not connecting. You can do it, Riley. Get it. So then you help them connect, and they succeed, and it's just really fun.
In the end, not a rough life to lead.
Good boy.
So
I think I did miss an opportunity not interviewing Casper.
I know, he
would have
had
been a good
plenty
one
to say,
He
I'm
had a
sure,
lot
about
to say.
Good morning. We get up, we go for a walk in the morning, we come home and do our things, and we wait for the mailman. After he goes, we start looking for the food to come. So we're busy.
Jean Ramsas and Carol Conrick of Chippewa Falls are longtime next-door neighbors.
And we get along wonderful.
The two have been receiving weekday deliveries from Mobile Meals since January.
Today we're having pork chops and pie.
Prepared by the kitchen staff of HSHS St. Joseph's Hospital, 20 drivers donate their time and energy to ensure the hot meals get to those in need.
It makes us feel good. It really does.
Sue and Mike Berry dedicate 2 days a week to giving back to their community.
Positive influence on them, I hope.
Following a lifelong career as a nurse working with people in assisted living, Sue says getting involved with Mobile Meals 5 years ago came as second nature.
Know that at some point I will be needing that same service, and to know that there are people that are willing to give up their time and their energy to do this really makes a difference.
For some, the daily delivery is more than a reliable meal.
She could tell you which person was supposed to come on which day, and she looked forward to it. They treated her like she was part of their family.
John Liddell's mom, Dorothy, lived to be 99 and a half years old. She passed away this January. Liddell says without Mobile Meals, it wouldn't have been possible for his mother to remain at home as long as she did.
She literally would, about 10:45 every day, take her walker and sit by the front door because she was afraid she'd miss talking to him if she was further in the house. They would just yell her name, make sure she was okay, and then set her meal down. And she hated missing him.
Volunteer Sue Berry says Liddell's mother played a leading role in getting her started with the nonprofit.
He talked about what a difference the Mobile Meals had made for his mother. And I knew I was starting in the right place.
After enduring a pandemic, daily routes have turned into more than just meal deliveries. They became health check-ins.
You're welcome. Have a good day, lady.
And a friendly face to
Bye-bye.
look forward to.
With some of the people we deliver to, we may be the only people they see during the day. There are nice people out there that are receiving these meals.
We like it when it's delivered to us because we were quarantined, we couldn't leave here.
Ramsas recently lost her husband to COVID-19.
I'm really blessed, but having this place and the nice people here.
She says with the help of good friends and healthy eats, she looks forward to keeping her independence in Chippewa Falls.
This is my forever home now.